and I hope you didn't mind a little interruption. Alright, now I'm in the Toyota booth, and somebody was asking me about China, and I forget what I said or where my stream stopped. So if anybody has a question in the comments, put the question down there. Ford. So Ford plus crowds, not a good combination. So I guess I was talking about China. I was saying how things have improved a lot in China, like transportation infrastructure, just convenience of everything. Like it used to be you'd have to go to the bank for like hours on end, like anytime you wanted to do anything, and now everything's just done through your phone, which is great. But also, like I said, it's made life kind of like feel more and more under controlled by, I guess, the government. You know, I don't feel like they're watching me or anything like that. I don't really care anyway. I'm not doing anything bad or illegal. But just like the fact that everywhere I go, everything is through my phone, and I like my phone. Like I'm not anti-tech, but having to get a PCR test every day, every 2 days, having to show it everywhere you go. Even like ordering food is all through your phone. Even go to restaurants, there's no like human interaction anymore here. You go into a restaurant, you scan a QR code that's on the table. That's where you find the menu. I mean, and I don't mind like that there's no shit jobs, you know, bullshit jobs for people that make like 2,000 RMB a month waiting tables. Like those jobs are mostly going away, which is good. But I do miss some of the, like, I don't know, just like human interaction and doing stuff with people. I don't know where Nio's at. Sorry guys. Let's see. I was just in that hall earlier. I'll find it. I'll find Nio. So China, you know, like, I really like it here. Some of the stuff in China is really great. And I'm not even mad like at China for their zero COVID policy either, like really, because for the most part, China's been very safe for the past 2 years during this pandemic. You know, you always see people online that say like China's numbers are fake. Even if they are fake, like they're not that fake because nobody knows the people that are dying or sick of COVID for the past 2 years after the initial outbreak. And life has been pretty normal for the most part in China. Like even last year when I drove all around China, right? At that time, there weren't that many COVID restrictions. I could go anywhere. I could stay in hotels. I could go to new cities without showing a COVID test. But then this year in February, when I drove to Yunnan and back, so many hotels wouldn't take me, which is fine. I slept in car most of the time, but sometimes you need a shower. I put up a couple videos where like I couldn't even get to the next town, even with a COVID test. They said, oh, foreigners can't come to this town. I feel so free in China. I would always tell people, like in America, China's way more free than the USA because you could do anything you wanted in China. Like it used to be like there was no rules, no regulations, which is also a bad thing. Like I get that, but like you could open up a business without any hassle. It could be a fake business. I knew so many people that had fake businesses just to get visas, stay in China. And now like everything is so controlled. It used to be like a hongbao, like a bribe could get you anything in China. Even a box of cigarettes, a carton of cigarettes, not a box, like a carton, it could get you anything in China. And now like everything's done by the book for the most part through a phone, through software, that it's hard to like fudge it, you know? So yeah, there's Lincoln Company. Anybody there? Comment if you're there. I feel like I'm talking to nobody. Here's Honda. Do they have any electric offerings? Hello, hello, hi. Okay, good, people are here. 有新能源吗？
新能源在展台上的右侧那台。
好的。So I just asked him if there's any electric cars here. I'm still looking for Nio, and he said at Honda, he said, "Wait, walk over here. There's a electric car over here." So Honda's still doing internal combustion, but he said they have one or two, maybe. I don't know. He said over here on the farthest one to the right. Maybe this one over here. Xpeng, I was there earlier. Yeah, they had their new like SUV or P9 SUV, sorry, the G5, P5 and G3 and P7. So I guess these are Honda's electric cars right here. The ENP1. What do you guys think about these Hondas here? Probably too little too late from Honda. They are not on board the electric train. It's a Honda Fit electric. Maybe, is it electric? This is 新能源吗？不是，
这个是燃油车。
这个只有那个
那个是新能源。
你们只有一台新能源吗？
对，那边都是燃油车。
只有一个。So they only have one electric car here at Honda. Brutal. This Honda Fit is not even electric right here. Earlier, I had a stream earlier. I don't know, half an hour ago, I guess. It's the same stream. I lose my signal. My stream cuts out. VPN cuts out. I think it was the first place I went to Xpeng, and I still haven't seen Nio yet. So here's MG. Nio is here. I'm just not sure where. I think gotta go to the next hall over, maybe. So many Hondas, only one electric car. So sad. Here's a hybrid CRV. All right, Nio's got to be here in the next one over here. So you guys look at all these people around here, and you realize that every single one of these people has had a PCR test, a negative COVID test in the last 24 hours. There was one, the 4-second long one was when it was like vertical stream. Sorry, there should be one other one before that. I'm sorry, the internet sucks in China. If you're trying to be on the proper internet, the World Wide Web instead of the China web, because the internet in China is actually pretty good. If you're on Chinese sites, like if you go to Baidu or Weibo, it's pretty fast. But if you try to do anything overseas, outside China, it's not good. Hello. Mercedes girl smiled at me. Nio's gotta be around here somewhere. 你知道未来在哪里吗？未来在哪里？可以。幺55，你送手机号码吗？155。行，你会吗？
英文的吗？
GARR
上头了。
IS。厉害。
未来在3号展厅。
我们现在在2号吗？
现在在2号，对。
3号在。
在3号，2号这里，3号这里，在玛莎拉蒂。
OK， 你知道在哪里？是那个方向吗？
电梯。
哦。
后面最后面要。
去商店去。
你可以跟着我们走吧，我们也有商店。
好的。你们在哪里 ？Mercedes。
我们是奔驰。
在哪里？5号。
对，或者你可以现在给我们接
好的。你要不要介绍你们的车辆？你们有新能源吗？
有新能源，对，有油电混合的。
你们是负责销售还是小蜜蜂还是什么？小蜜蜂。
对。
所以是为什么？
了解的。
我以前上班的时候，我也在展会。
你是方便问一下你是做什么工作吗？
现在吗？
对。
现在退休。以前是做婚礼。
看不出来啊，很年轻。
因为我不要上班。以前是做婚礼，所以我们有很多
婚礼。
对婚礼展。对。
看您说的还挺好的。
没有，谢谢。
中国生活多少年
？10年了。
哇，这么长时间。可以啊，这个中文说的很流利。
还可以吧。你看肚子肯定是美国人。你们哪里人？
我们中国本地的。
深圳的。
我是湖南的。
湖南的。
对啊，我是潮汕的。
辣妹子。
我也知道。我是潮汕的。
潮汕。潮汕 OK， 我们说潮汕话吧。
你也会讲啊？你会讲？
我们比如说可以说加酒、加崩。加酒。加崩。还有什么？吃饭了吗？是加。
就是吃饭了吗？
加白加什么？加的。喝茶。So these Mercedes girls. I want to go with the Mercedes girls. OK， 好，我去未来，好，拜拜，再联系。They're very pretty. And they told me Weilai is over here. So that's why I couldn't find Nio before. Because it's in a completely different hall. Next to Maserati, they said. Okay. Oh, there you go. There's your Nios. Decent number of people there looking at them too. There we have a EC6, ET7, ET5, ES8, ES6. Are you guys still there? Comment if you're there. I have no idea if the stream's still going. Oh, and the EP9. Ooh, that ET5 is looking sharp. Looks like the ET5 has a barrier around it, so it won't be able to get too close. Can't look inside still, probably. But we'll go give it a shot. Hello. Yeah, hi. Hi.
Famous owner.
Famous owner? No, 没有。哎，ES7 不会在吗？
谁
？ES7 不会。
No，
什么时候会？你们会 announce？
消息。
哎呀。
但 ET5 在。
ET5 在啊。
麻将。
麻将，对。
哦，嗨。
我们在 YouTube 现在在直播。
哦。
18个人，好多人。
Too many people。
因为他们都在睡觉，在国外。
Yes, alright。那你应该下午再过来。
也可以，可以一直在。你们这里有是一个 Nio House 还是什么
？Yes, Nio House. Pop up Nio House.
还有什么在这里？So we have a Nio here at the
changing station.
Oh, it's clear. It's clear, right? It's see-through. Oh,
yes,
I've got to go
yes,
see that.
yes,
Okay.
yeah.
So they have a see-through battery changing station.
Yeah.
Lang Loi, yeah. Okay. And anything else? Anything good?
How about ET5?
ET5. 那现在车主可以去。
Of course.
有什么车主的礼物吗？还是？
还有 some drink.
OK， 好，OK。
Enjoy, bye.
好。So let's go see the ET5. Lang Loi. Oh, at least the glass is not tinted anymore. So there's the ET5, guys. Finally, you can see the interior of it. Looks pretty much just like a ET7, but more simple. It doesn't have that rattan material on the center right there. It's just like looks like kind of a plastic material. And of course, it doesn't have the HUD. No HUD. So you just have a solid dash there. But it looks pretty sharp still, I gotta say. I like it. I'm gonna buy one for my mom in America someday. Or for myself, probably. Sorry, Mom. So what do you guys want to see here? It's a little bit like a Porsche, mix of like a Porsche and a Model 3. It is really looking good.
他没办法直接锁，因为人家说还没锁。2000块钱不是锁掉了吗？2000块钱是一个。
You have an order for ET5 already, right, Jason? I actually canceled my order just the other day. Got my 2,000 Kuwait deposit back just because I don't know when I'll be coming back to China. I should have given you my deposit because my deposit was pretty early. Or not my deposit, but my order, transfer my order to you. There's an ET7. This interior actually looks pretty nice. Maybe in the light material, I think. Look at the rattan on this one is good. Let's go see the swap station over here. You can see through.
本次的换电过程是不断循环演示，感兴趣的朋友可以继续留在这里，继续观看下一轮的换电流程。
There we go, battery swap station. All you can see is reflections, though. 现在要换电池吗？现在要换吗？
有换看我们下一次就要开始，下一轮刚刚结束，1分钟左右就会开始上架。
Do the seats recline all the way back? They recline pretty far. I don't know if they go flat. The Zikr 001 is really nice. Zikr 1. I still have to do my video about it.
两侧的
But I really enjoyed
红色
driving
灯
that car.
对我们的车身进行一个固定的作用。
So here's a battery swap.
IGV 机器人会通过视觉监测找到我们电池底部的10个螺栓，每个螺栓可以达到最大承重3吨，可以保证无论在什么样的车况以及路况情况下，我们的车身底部和电池都能有一个紧密相连的状态。IGV 机器人对我们的电池进行一个解锁的过程，现在听到的电机声就是解锁的过程，这个过程只需要10几秒就可以完成。
I'll go take you to the ET5 in a second.
大哥，你看一下，你要不要加入一起？
I'm sure there will be a ET7 or a third gen battery swap. Sorry. Right now, there are some battery swaps here in Shenzhen and probably all around China that don't have any staff at all. They're version 2, but they have no staff, fully automated. Let's go look at the ET5. So one thing I got to say about Nio's location here at the exhibition is it was really hard to find Nio. However, their location apparently, maybe it's hard to find because it's more like exclusive, because right here we got across from Nio we have... Okay. If you're still here, say the word. So here's the front of the ET5. Sorry, my VPN turned off. Somebody's asking about the front of the ET5. If you're still here, let me know if you see it. Someone push X or F to pay respects or whatever. Someone say something. I'm sorry, I'm doing my best. Yeah, 258K with battery as a service, which is about, what, 38,000 or something US dollars? Something like that. So before my stream cut out, I don't know if you guys heard me. The Nio location at this exhibition is really quite good in terms of what kind of brands they're associated with. They are, away from the cheap brands. They're in this kind of smaller hall over here that I had trouble finding, but they're right across from Maserati here. And Aston Martin is right over here. Yeah, the Highline, yeah, here we go. We're here in the high-end Highline section of this exhibition hall. So here we got Aston Martin Shenzhen. Beautiful cars. So I know I mentioned earlier in my first stream that I used to, work in China, and in my business we used to have a lot of exhibitions. And we always wanted to see the map ahead of time of who's exhibiting where, and try to get our stuff next to all the other high-end people. Just because you associate the good brands with each other is what you want. If your brand is maybe less well known or less high quality, but you want to get it as close to those other ones as you can. So that's what Nio appears to be doing. And actually, Nio has a lot of people, as you can see, and they even have a Nio House up there for current Nio owners that want to come to the exhibition and go have a coffee. So here's Porsche. They even have VIP access up the tunnel right here. So they're super exclusive. You got all the normal people over here. Yeah, I'll go up there in a minute. But you got all the normal people here at Porsche who don't have VIP access, have to wait in line. There's like 1 million Porsche staff here. And yet they don't let the people in to look at the cars. And then you got Bentley here. And you got Lambo. So yeah, that's how how Nio is trying to associate their brand here in China is with these high-end foreign import cars. You can see that Nio is the only Chinese brand here in this section. You got a Rolls Royce right here. You got Lamborghini. So it's very clear what position Nio wants to have in the market. They want to be associated with other international brands and other high-end brands. They don't want to be next to like Leap Motors or Xpeng or any of those other Chinese brands. And I guess it remains to be seen if that's going to work overseas, if people are going to think of them as a Chinese brand or think of them as a global brand. But that's clearly what they're trying to do. Let's go to the Nio House and check it out. Follow the Baoan. Actually, in this high-end section, Nio by far has the most people. If you look around, if you just saw what you know, probably partially that's because a lot of these other brands, they have like fences around their sections. They're not just letting any old riffraff in. But look at how many people are here at Nio.
对，这块已经充满电池，拿车辆底部。继续会将这块满电电池上升到车辆底部进行一个枷锁固定。
All right, let's go to the Nio House. Who are they? Hello. Who do you mean, who are they? Hello, 你好，可以上去吗？
哦，你也是媒体吗？还是？
我是车主。
要出示一下那个 APP 哦。
Sorry guys, if you want me to go upstairs, yes, the ET5 is here. I have to sign in on the app. Hold on. Let me go show you the ET5 real quick. Then I'm gonna come back and go upstairs, and I might have to cut the feed. Not everybody recognized me. I'll probably have to cut the feed. There's ET5 again, guys. So a lot of people here looking at it. I will try to keep the feed in, but it might go black for a few seconds while I check in on the app. The security guards, yeah, those are all Baoan. Baoan is just security guard. They're basically like guys from farms or from villages who come to cities to work, and they're everywhere. All right, let me go back up. No Tesla? That's a good... We haven't seen it yet, but... So here we go. Here's the news at the Shenzhen Auto Exhibition. I'm sorry. I'll try to go slow. So, any special drink? Doesn't look like it. Is there a车站的特饮吗？参展的特饮有吗？是咖啡的。Okay, let's try it. 来一杯。So they have a special drink here for the exhibition, and it's lime coffee drink. It's lime and coffee and
That's coffee and tea.
coffee and tea
Just lime
and
or
qingning. Okay, coffee, tea, and a lime, some sort of drink here.
This one's just designed for this air show.
Yeah, that's what I asked him. He said it's for the special. Do you help them design it? The drink?
Yeah.
You did?
A little bit.
Yeah.
We test more than 20 times. Because the first time we tried is a little bit, it's different.
That was good, right?
It's challenging. Now it's good.
Okay. Look forward to it. Hello， 好久不见。你最近怎么样？还不错。我点了一个，我需要一份，是的。你会打吗？I don't know how long the wait would be for an ET5, but probably quite a while. I would guess at least a few months at this point. I think they have a lot of orders.
给你刷拿铁哈，因为这个是客饮系统。
好的，可以，随便你。这个小姑娘人很好。你在未来多久？只有3个月。哇。好。So let's see what this drink looks like. That girl, I always see her, but apparently she's only been at Nio for 3 months. But all the activities and events and Nio House stuff, she's always around. Oh, yeah. You want to say anything? Why not? EP5 EP5 看到了。就播 YouTube 国外，你有吗？有。有坏人。
我很喜欢看别人的文哦。
是吗？
纸巾。
I will go down there and ask them how long for wait list for ET5 after I get my drink. Nio coffee is it's fine. I would say that if you want to just have like a coffee, there's probably a lot of better coffee shops in wherever city you're at that you don't have to drive to. You can just walk to because there's coffee shops everywhere, as you know. But some of their special drinks are really good. Some of their drinks, like well, there was the one. My favorite one probably was in Shanghai. It was like a cold brew coffee with some whipped cream on top. 好，谢谢。So we're gonna try this. Plastic cup. Not great. So somebody asked if the hype was real about Nio. There are a ton of people down here. I have to say probably quite a few of them are already Nio owners because as you can see here at the Nio House upstairs, this is for Nio owners. Like I had to scan through my Nio app to come up here. So Nio owners are fans of the company. There's probably also a lot of people who are not Nio owners that are here. But we'll see. So I'm gonna try the drink. I guess my answer to you about how's Nio coffee probably is answered in that question or in that look I just gave. But this is not a regular coffee. This is coffee and tea and lime. It's okay. A little bit too much lime, not enough coffee flavor. It's kind of like drinking a freshly squeezed lime with a hint of coffee, maybe. I don't even take coffee. It's like lime juice. So let me try to ask about ET5 for you. 哎，你好，现在订ET5的话要等多久？提车啊？
ET5的话，大概是要等九个月左右吧。
如果现在九月可以提车吗？应该不会吧？
这边可以帮你问一下 f a
我们去问一下。如果现在订的话，年底。So he said at the end of the year, if we order right now, end of the year, or maybe early next year. 谢谢. So if you want the ET5 and you order it now, end of this year, early next year. So that's 6-month wait for this car, at least. It's a nice car. It's going to be really popular, I can tell you that. Yeah, everybody in the household has access to Nio House. If you're on the car owner list, like if you have access to the car, like same as Tesla, I'm sure, you have car profiles. You can set them up. You can set up as owners of the car, and you can also set up like guest profiles. Like if you let somebody borrow your car, like if you want your friend to borrow the car, they can have a guest profile that has less access to privileges, or can't drive the car as fast or anything like that. And they probably don't have access to Nio House because they don't have probably a Nio profile, or I don't know, maybe they do, I don't know. But they won't have access to it. Or maybe they will. Maybe that's a flaw in the system and they can sneak into the Nio House. Oh, and by the way, guys, speaking of how I said probably a lot of the people here at the Nio booth are Nio owners, when I was driving here to the auto exhibition today, I saw 2 ET7s on the road that were coming here waiting in line to go to parking. And they were obviously brand new, just bought. I mean, the ET7's only been out for a little while, but one of them had no plate yet. It just had the temporary plate. And the other one had a plate, but it looked brand new. It looked so nice. And they were not test driving it. They were next to me. They were real people driving their car. It was their car. So, and I think they were probably both coming here to the auto exhibition. Now, is Li Auto here? I don't know. Is Tesla here? I don't know. Xpeng is here. Xpeng we saw earlier. There's Lincoln. Lincoln's like oddly popular in China. Lincoln and Buick are both oddly popular in China. In America, they're like old man cars. Right here, people like them. We got Cadillac. You see Lincoln has their own Nio House up there. The Lincoln House. Looks like Cadillac is utilizing booth babes, car show girls. The one American brand that has car girls. All right, let's go look for anything else we can find. I've probably walked around everywhere now, I think. There's clavicles. You know, I think a lot of these Nio drinks, they need to be mixed up. It tastes a lot better now. It's starting to, the lime juice, I think it's starting to sink into the coffee. It's tasting a lot better now. I always got to remember to stir it or shake it up. All right. We'll see if there's anything we missed, see if there's a map somewhere that can tell us if Tesla's here or Li Auto is here. Because Li Auto does have a new car as well, the L9. So it could be here, potentially. Okay, here's a map. So I do not see Tesla anywhere, but here is Li Shang in a very Li right there in a very small booth next to Hongqi and next to Zikr and next to Gaohe, Human Horizon Hi-Fi X. So we try to go find that. It's, I guess, very far away. Go see if Human Horizons has any new cars. So earlier I got cut off when I was talking about how everybody here has like a PCR test, negative COVID test within the last 24 hours or 48 hours, but most of them I think are 24 hours, which is crazy to think about how many COVID tests are getting done every single day here in Shenzhen. Everywhere in the city, everywhere you go, people are taking COVID tests. It sucks. It's brutal. We're not locked down, but we're just constantly being. Last week, I guess. But I just didn't want to go get tested because I didn't want to be the cause of the spread of COVID in Shenzhen, but B because I don't know. I just didn't want to go outside and get tested. And then after a couple of days without testing, they start calling you and like, hey, go get a COVID test. You need to get a COVID test. I'm like, shit, man. Like, they track everybody. It makes me crazy. But I did get my COVID test and I was negative. Just a regular run-of-the-mill standard cold. All right. But I mean, besides the COVID test, life is pretty normal here in Shenzhen. People go out to work, people ride the subway, people go to restaurants. I think most of China at this point is pretty normal. Just masks and COVID tests. So my review of this drink is 2 out of 5 stars. It's not very good. Definitely not one of the better ones. Oh, this place is so big. When I used to work in that wedding company and we did these exhibitions and we had in the wedding exhibition it's slightly different from the car exhibition because you're trying to sell packages for like wedding photos or wedding banquet, you know, day of wedding, or suits, or we had all kinds of different businesses in the wedding industry. And so it's like very, very, very sales oriented, sales driven environment. And here at this exhibition, it's a lot more chilled out. People just looking at cars. Nobody's been trying to sell me anything yet. It's quite nice. Audi's huge. Holy mackerel. This whole floor is Audi. And Chinese people do love Audi. Well, this auto show was actually pushed on the Nio app here in Shenzhen. If you look at your events, since you have a Nio, look at your events, local events in Hainan. I'm sure they'll push auto shows and all kinds of stuff like that to you. That's how I found out about this one. If you ever check your Pengyuan on WeChat, also you might see some events advertised too. Depends on how good their marketing is, like the direct marketing, you know, based on your history or interests. I always get car ads in my Pengyuan. Usually it's Zikr, sometimes Nio. I'm like, hey Nio, you don't have to advertise to me because I already have a Nio. But I guess targeting is not that great. I'm sorry. I don't know how good the quality is. On my end, it looks sharp because it's just coming straight through my camera, my phone. I have another camera. I can always film it later. Film some cars if you want to see. Tell me what cars you want to see in a better quality, and I'll go back with my other camera after the live stream's over, and I will film for you. How about that? Yeah, I suppose the quality is very dependent on your location and your internet speed. Polestar, I've only ever seen one Polestar in China. I know they're a Chinese brand. It seems to me they sell more outside China. Are they even on the market in China? I don't know. I've literally seen one. It was about 2 or 3 weeks ago, actually. I saw it on the road. I was like, what the heck is that? And I pulled up to it and I realized Polestar. BMW. Yes, Polestar is Geely. But I don't know if they actually have much direct sales here in mainland China. You can see they're not here at this event. I think Polestar is more of their brand for outside China. Here's Mini. So Lishang should be right around here somewhere. Here's Zikr, Lishang, Zikr, Lexus, Hongqi. Electric motorbikes, not here at the exhibition, no. No motorbikes. All right, here's Zikr. So I really liked driving the Zikr. The handling feels great. Acceleration is really smooth. I didn't get to drive the fast version of the car. I had the eco or long range version when I test drove it, but it was really, really nice. And one thing I really like about Zikr is their headlights. These two vertical stripes on each side. I think those are pretty sharp. And you really see the Zikrs, like you don't see them that often driving around Shenzhen, but when you see them, you notice them. Strictly because of how unique the front end of this car is. So Zikr's pretty cool. And they're pretty cheap too. They're the same price starting as the ET5. And they're bigger and faster. Probably materials not as good, a little bit more plasticky. But hard to say because I haven't sat in an ET5 yet. But the Zikr is really quite nice and it has air suspension. There are some cars with battery swapping. Only place I've seen them again is Hainan. And also in Guangxi I saw one. If you see my video with the really, really, really big, if you see the really big battery swap or charging station that I sort of video of, there is a Dongfeng battery swap station. Dongfeng is another kind of electric car, East Wind or something like that, which you never ever see. But they had a battery swap station next to the Nio swap station that was not yet in use when I was visiting. And then I saw in Hainan another battery swap. Okay, so I'm back. So I saw the Beiqi taxi battery swap station. And that had some users at that one when I was there. But again, they were only taxi. I've never seen like a private car battery swap station. You're in Haikou, right, Jason?
What's up?
Swap station in Haikou, next to the Nio swap station there. And that was Beiqi. You work for Gaohe?
对，高和
Yeah.
Rainbow State
Right now you only have the Hi-Fi X or have Hi-Fi Z? 在哪里？
，Hi-Fi Z 的话，它可能没有这么快出。
OK 啊。我试过。
你试过试驾过？
还可以吧，很快，挺快的。
对，
有点大。
100公里加速的话3.9。
我说车辆有点大，有点太长。
对。
是5.2米。
5.2米。
5.2米。
轴距的话，它是3.1米，3.1米。
可以了。销售好吗 ？Like 你们每个月全国买多少台？
我们就是上个月也就是我们的4月份卖了317台。
317。
对。您是来这边 ？Are you traveling？
没有，我在深圳。
深圳住在深圳 ，OK。
定住。我是未来的车主。
ES8。
EC6。
EC6啊。
对。
EC6 这款车其实也挺好开的。
哪一个
？EC6。
很
好开，
舒服。对。
ET7 也不错。
我要换车，买 ET7。ET7 也太长了，也是5.1米。
对，而且但是它的内饰做得很好看，而且外观车型也不错。对。
可以了，我去看一下，去逛一下。好。So he said this Human Horizons right here, Gaohe Hi-Fi X, only sold 317 cars nationwide, all of China, last month. So they're not doing too hot. People complain about the Nio, how many Nios sold. I said only 5,000, only 7,000. Hi-Fi X only 317. But it is a very unique car, so it's not for everyone. Unless you want a champagne holder in your back seat. All right, there's Lishang over there, and then probably a call it a day. Unless anybody has anything else they want to see. See if they have the L9 here.哎，你好，有没有那个 L9、L9？
还没上呢。
还没吗？
对
都是理想问。
对，都是小问。
哎呦。Yeah, Huawei has the Arc Fox, and I saw that earlier. I can go back. It's not far away from here, I think. So here's the Lishan one. Right now, they only have one model of car, and for the Lishan one, they don't have any options. Like you cannot choose different interior options or anything like that. The only thing you can choose is color. So these colors are all exactly the same. Oh, and rims you can change. It's basically like if you choose a Lishan, then what you see is what you get, which is I guess it's kind of cool. I like having options. I like being able to customize my car. But it's pretty cool. Like they don't make you think too hard. Here, just buy a car. You know, I wouldn't trade my Nio for any of these cars because I really like the Nio community, and I really like. I know some people are down on like Nio houses, think it's a waste, but like the Nio houses provide opportunities to connect with people and to take part in activities, which I've been doing more and more of. You guys still there? You guys still there? Sorry, phone call. Right, yeah, so they have a really good brand, a really good company culture, and like culture for the owners of their car. A lot of things to take part in. And I do really like my car. I would say if I was gonna trade in my car for a different Chinese brand, I think I would choose the Zikr because I really did enjoy driving the car. I thought it was a nice car, and it's cheaper, so I would make money on the trade-in, I guess. But no, at this point, I think I'd stick with Nio. I mean, Nio's treated me very, very well. Nio has taken care of me, every step of the way. I mean, even like sending me to, like Nio Day and making that video with me, and I think they've done right by me. I mean, I did give them $60,000, so they should do right by their customer, right? But I'd say they've gone above and beyond. And I think most people that own a Nio would say that, even if they haven't got to be in the, Nio Day or have a video. Just having the car, Nio treats you very well. Let's see these BMW motorcycles here. Somebody was asking about bikes a minute ago. Rockstar. No, but for real, Nio, like, even when my car had a flat tire, you guys saw that. Like, I woke up in the morning and had a phone call from Nio, and they're like, "Hey, your tire's flat." I'm like, "What?" And I go outside and, yeah, it's flat. And so they say, "We'll come by and fix it for you." I mean, that's pretty cool. I don't know if Zikr does that. I don't know if any other brand does that, really. I know Tesla also has mobile service and active monitoring of your car. But I don't know if it's even at the level of Nio. So. I would say what I'm most curious to see about Nio is if they can maintain their level of quality. Oh my God, what's happening? Their level of quality of service when they leave China. Like, I've talked about it before, but like East Asia in general has a lot of really, really great service. China's okay. China's probably in the middle of the road compared to say like Japan or Korea, which has amazing service across the board. I think China's still learning in a lot of ways, but I do think that when China, like when they want to do something, they're really good at doing it. Like when they really put their mind to it. And I think with Nio, they really want to be like a leader of not just cars, but like service and treating their customers as probably a lot of companies would aspire to, but don't. Or maybe they pay lip service to, but don't. But I would say that Nio really tries to hit. They don't always succeed. I know some people have complained about their service at times, like in the Nio group I'm in. But for the most part, people seem to be really, really satisfied. And I'm definitely satisfied. So I don't think I would trade my car for any other Chinese brand. I definitely wouldn't trade my Nio for an American brand. You know, I still really like Mercedes. I would love to try out the Mercedes, what is it, EQS? Their electric sedan. I would love to try that. But no, I think Nio's probably top of the line, at least here in China. So Jason was asking about Arc Fox, and I will go take you guys back to Arc Fox, and then I'll probably cut out of here. Arc Fox is the Huawei car. I saw it earlier in the beginning of the stream. Should be over here. Cannot go through there. Got to go up and over and down. But as I was saying anyway, I'm probably going to sell my car. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm probably going to sell my car back to Nio and see how much they give me for it. Because I'm probably not going to come back to China for a while once I leave, because I really don't want to go back to quarantine again or deal with COVID here if I don't have to. I'm looking forward to seeing my family and doing some traveling. I really want to go back to Europe. It's been like since 2018 since I've been to Europe. I got friends in Europe, I got family in Europe. I want to drink some German beer, eat some bratwurst. Those things I want to do, you know, in China, like, as much as I like it here, at this point, kind of stuck. Because you can't come and go from China. I mean, it's easy to leave, but there's not too many flights. And then getting back in is even worse, even fewer flights and more expensive. And you got to deal with quarantining. You know, last year when I flew back to China, my flight was over $3,000. When I flew out of China to America, my flight was like $500.